This building, called the Fair-Haired Dumbbell, is a kaleidoscope of color at the east end of the Burnside Bridge. But it's more than just eye-catching. The top floor is the headquarters of TEDxPortland, and these days it's buzzing with speakers and coaches counting down to the big show this weekend. TEDx returns to Keller Auditorium Saturday with almost a dozen speakers on stage. And all this week on Sunrise, you'll get to know some of them, including an author who tells it like it is. She wrote a bestseller called Radical Candor, and the book is revolutionizing the way we communicate at work and at home.
Kim Scott is only 5 feet tall, but she looms large in the corporate world. She was a high-level manager at both Apple and Google before branching out to become an author. Her best-selling book, Radical Candor, has sold 500,000 copies worldwide, but she says home is what keeps her humble.
My daughter at breakfast the other day said to me, "Mom, I wish you weren't the radical candor lady. I wish you were the lady who minded her own business."
Not a chance. Scott is ready to bring her radical candor to the TEDxPortland stage, but she admits the phrase confuses people.
Too often, someone will charge into a conference room after I've spent time at the company, and they'll say, "In the spirit of radical candor," and then they will proceed to act like a garden variety jerk. And that is not the spirit of radical candor. That is the spirit of obnoxious aggression.
So how do you do it right? Scott defines radical candor as the intersection of caring personally and challenging directly. Caring is about treating everyone you know with common human decency. And challenging in this case means it's okay to disagree and say so, but you also have to listen with respect.
And that doesn't really seem so radical, does it? And yet it's so rare that we do both at the same time.
It's rare because direct conversations can get awkward and we worry they'll end badly, so we shy away. But remember this.
These conversations are usually 2 minutes long, so this should not feel like a root canal.
Scott says, go ahead, dive in and stick with it.
And if the bad thing does happen, you can adjust. This is not a monologue. You don't have to get it right the first time. It's a dance. Like 9 times out of 10, you'll say the thing and the person will say, thank you for letting me know.
But what if you don't ever say the thing because you want to be nice? Scott says that is the #1 mistake most of us make. We care, but we don't dare challenge. She calls that ruinous empathy.
So ruinous empathy is what happens when you care so much about the other person and you're so worried about not hurting their feelings that you don't tell them something they'd be better off knowing. So
I think we all do that,
yes,
right?
We do.
Were we not raised to do that?
Yes, if you don't have anything nice to say,
don't say anything at all, right?
Exactly.
Scott says if we can push through that discomfort, we can do better work, and we can do it together.